I hate the way I look on camera. I really do. But I feel the need to have this out there. For some reason I was chosen as... Ooh, got some coffee over there. Whatever. I was chosen as to be the victim of a torture experiment and gang stalking and electronic torture. It's been awful. I moved from my apartment, my lovely apartment, to my parents' house thinking that they wouldn't come here to do anything to me, and they did. And I experienced about a month and a half of sleep deprivation. I made the mistake of waiting too long to get help for it. I'm experiencing PTSD. They used lasers and technology and software to torture me, to keep me awake, using lights in my eyes, burning with the lasers, and also what I call cosquillas, which is like somebody's touching you all the time. They've burned every part of my body. It was the only help I could get was for the lack of sleep. I went to the hospital. They've been following me around for what appears to be years. And I made the mistake of thinking it was a musician that I had been friends with when we were kids. And so they used him as bait, and they worked to destroy my life. They've gassed the entire city of Miami Beach. God only knows what's in the air. Maybe it's not gas, maybe it's pesticide, but it's in there, and they're breathing it too. So I'm not sure why they would do this. It's not like they're walking around with gas masks. Maybe they know it's safe, maybe they don't. I don't know. All I know is that I'm not allowed to use my air conditioner like a normal person because they've done something to the voltage with the electricity. And so basically, at I guess whatever hour they chose or whatever hour they programmed, it's time for me to get burned alive by my AC. So I can't sleep with AC. It's been a nightmare. I've heard mobs outside my window, I guess in the neighbors next door. One side is Satanist, one side is Nazi. That's what it looks like. It's just sad. It's just disgusting. I don't get it. I don't understand why hundreds of people will get together to terrorize and torture one person. But, you know, I guess to each their own. I'm disgusted. I didn't think anything would happen like this in my community. Miami Beach is such a safe place. I grew up here. I've lived here my whole life. I pretty much knew almost everybody. And they've moved in and taken over just to kill one person. So, you know, I think in the past 7 days, every single day there's been attempts in my life, and it's all through the same way. And so I guess they're testing torture. This is called a no-touch kill experiment. So far, I'm still alive. What does that mean? Are they going to end the experiment and say that it was not successful, or maybe it was successful? Maybe they killed other people. I don't know. What I know is I'm still here. I'm going to continue to practice good works. I'm going to continue to be a good person, regardless of my appearance. I'm still me. Good luck getting help in this situation. It's just sad. You know, I'm trying to, because I guess they listen to me all the time. My attempt is to just get them to change their hearts in some way while I'm still here and while I'm still dealing with this. They've put my family and my friends through hell. I'm a valuable person to them. They might see me as undesirable. Do you want to know the traits of an undesirable person to these people? Okay, single, women, Jewish, minorities, coming out of abusive relationships. These are like the strongest people you could find. Minorities suffer so much in this country. People that leave abusive situations have to be really strong to get out. And I'm like, they're killing a person that has already survived so much. And I don't get it. I don't understand the mentality behind this. I would love for them to stop and repent and move on with their lives. I've tried to explain to them that thou shalt not kill actually applies to every major religion. That the people that are trying to murder me are worshiping the devil and a fallen angel. So they're worshiping a liar. It's just this big mix of people. I don't even know how to separate them out. What I want the people that are Christian or that sees themselves as Christian to remember is that Jesus was Jewish. He never denounced his religion. He just said that we're no longer under the law and to follow his works. He came here to show us how to be a good person. And so it doesn't matter what religion you subscribe to or believe. If you're being a good person, you're following the works of Christ. Do I think there's any Jewish people involved? I fucking hope not. I fucking hope not, because these are the biggest traitors that there are. The biggest traitors that there are the minorities that have committed this atrocity against Miami Beach. I suspect there's a lot of other victims. I know somebody's tree blew up in Bay Harbor. I know that there's another guy being followed around, and they've used this guise of using these Latin American musicians. So we're thinking this is kind of cool. We're not realizing that we're part of a torture experiment. But then when the torture begins, you realize, oh my God, yeah, no, this is torture. This is legit torture. It's being done through some type of software. They're testing out different things. I don't know how long it lasts. They definitely didn't have permission for me, and as my friend Lisanda said, I'm being treated worse than a lab rat, because at least a lab rat gets cheese. I ain't getting shit. I'm just being tortured. They took my life and they fucked it up completely, and I was doing just fine. I had my own business. I had an apartment that I was taking care of by myself. Now I'm in my parents' house. I had to close my business. My apartment is basically abandoned. I go there every once in a while to get things that I need. I'm planning to move here. I don't think that anywhere I go is safe. I think that anywhere I go, they're going to do the same shit. And so I've made the decision that if they're going to kill me, or if they're going to try to kill me, or if they're just doing an experiment to torture and terrorize me, and I don't know that they're just going to keep doing this, and it's not really for death, but it is. I think it is. At least I'm with my family. At least I'm in my hometown. At least I'm surrounded by people that I love. And clandestine. You know, they've got me living not a real life. I clearly... the life that I wanted was the one that I had in that apartment, working, doing what I was supposed to be doing, hoping to meet someone nice one day. That was the life that was mine. They've forced me into a different type of life that I would never choose for myself. Living in what was like a clutter warehouse for my dad. You know, I'm accommodating as best I can. I've had to shut down my business. I've been in the hospital. I've been in the ER. I've had to call the cops like 4 times. I've had to call the paramedics twice. The only redeeming thing that I have going on for me right now is that my vitals are good. Even my cholesterol is good. So my health-wise, I'm okay. Emotionally, I'm disgusted. I'm repulsed. I don't know why anyone would do this to anyone. I don't get it. I think they have problems. I don't think that killing me resolves anything. I don't think torturing me resolves anything. I don't think displacing me resolves anything for these people. This experiment is clearly illegal. Our president is Presbyterian, so he subscribes to the same belief as me, which is that these weapons are of the devil. And maybe he's not such a bad guy. Maybe he really is trying to make peace with the fucking Koreans, because he's not. It's not like he's committing acts of war. Maybe that's something he understands, which is that these are weapons of the devil. And why would you want to use weapons of the devil in God's world? So I look like crap. I feel okay given the situation. I'm just disappointed in these particular humans. I have a reaffirmed faith in people. When I go out in the world, I see kindness and I say, God, you know how hard it is. You don't know what this person's been through, and they're still nice. You know, I've been under surveillance 24 hours. I've been followed around. I've been tortured. I've had light torture, sound torture. Everything that you see in a gang stalking situation, they've made sure to do to me and more. This particular gang stalking, electronic terrorism situation seems to be slow kill at first. They thought that in those 30 days maybe that I would kill myself. The only reason I'm not going to do that is because my family and my friends. I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want them to live with that pain, that if I die, at least it wasn't at my hand. You know, in this particular situation, I've lived a very good life. I've been a really good person. I've worked hard for all the things that they took away from me. I worked for. I'm doing the best I can. I'm really disappointed. I had to start taking medicine to go to sleep. And ironically, the stuff that they do is at night. They want to kill me at night. I hope that, you know, I mean, why would anybody want to kill me? That's what I don't get. What did I do to these people? I don't even know them. I don't understand why they would invest so much time in trying to murder me. I'm assuming there's more victims, because all this money and all this time on one person for what? Because my parents are Holocaust survivors? Because I'm the granddaughter of 2 rabbis? I mean, that makes us good people. That makes us righteous. That makes us people that are right and in line with God. We're good people. I don't understand. If you're going to do an experiment, why not do it to a violent degenerate? Why not somebody that's killed a bunch of people, raped a bunch of little girls? No, to a nice person with a clear conscience in how I've lived, that if something happens and they do take my life away, I've lived an amazing life. I've been a wonderful person. People are going to say wonderful things about me. I don't have to live with the burden of what they've done to people like me. And I'm fighting for my family and my friends right now, and they know. And so this is my video testimonial. I've seen license plates from North Carolina, Mississippi, and Texas. A lot of Aryan-looking people. What blows me away is that Hitler was fucking Jewish. Hitler was fucking Jewish and mad that he didn't get into art school, so he killed a bunch of people. This is abnormal. This is where psychiatry is very important and getting therapy is very important, where sometimes things go wrong in your mind and it causes you to be destructive, but you don't have to live that way. You can get help very easily and very quickly. You do not have to succumb to evil. So I guess for some reason I was chosen to be in a battle of good versus evil. So as far as I'm concerned, I've won because I'm still a good person. And going through this, I'm still me. And like Lisanda, my friend, said, I'm very strong. And I see people differently now. And, you know, my friend Lauren thinks that I'm going to make a lot of friends out of this. So let's look at it that way, that this is awful, but I'm going to make a lot of friends out of it, and I'm strong. And so for the people that did this to me, if I were you, what I would do is stop, repent, go home and do good works in your community. It is never too late to be saved. It is never too late to change your ways and be a good person, no matter what you've done in life. There's always hope to do better. And so in seeing me and watching me in this experience, seeing the strength of one, David and Goliath, man, and to a woman, not just a woman, but like a really nice lady who was 100% independent and self-sufficient. So instead of doing something destructive to someone that was doing just fine, focus on your life, focus on the things that have gone wrong in your life, and work to correct those things. That would be my advice for these people. And I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'm doing the best I can. I would love to be a voice to improve these people's lives. As a result of what I've experienced, I'm seeing that this is insanity, it's atrocity, it's madness, it's gross, it's grotesque.